green light, go, go, go.
Hello and welcome guys to the stream, hope we're all doing well. Just a quick audio test there, yep, seems to be working. So we've got some LFM racing today. We've got the Coach Dave Sprint series that we're going to be doing. We're going to do half an hour of practice and then we will be able to join the first one. We'll probably do 2 or 3 races, we'll just see how it goes. Safety rating's up to 6.1 now, but our ELO is only 1900, so we really need to build our ELO, hence why I'm actually trying to do some proper practice before we jump into the race. But it's Imola in the Porsche. Porsche feels really nice here, so we'll just see how it goes. I just did some practice in the last session, was doing like a 41.6, so we'll just see how we go. Try get into at least the low 41s if we can. Ideally we need to be in 140s, but we'll just see what we can do. It does feel really nice to drive here though, especially on fresh tyres. It feels a bit better on the race setup, to be honest. It's a bit more stable, just with the extra weight. But all in all, it feels quite good. But yeah, we've got half an hour and then we can actually join the server for the first session. This is just the LFM practice server. I'm not really sure what the temps are like in comparison to what the server will be for the race. I have no idea. But this track temp is 31 degrees currently, and it was 18 degrees in the last session. So it's, oh dear, considerably hotter in this session than it was in the last, so we'll have to see what the temps are for the race. Porsche's got really good torque though, just got really nice torque, especially for circuits like this where you want that rotation on and off throttle, and of course it really works. Oh, I shouldn't have been in first there. Seems to like the curbing as well, this setup. You can really throw it over the curbs. Especially that chicane there seems absolutely fine, as long as you don't clip the wrong part of the curb. That sometimes throws the car out. This is going to be a very slow lap, but at least it gives us a lap to get some delta on. Yeah, this is going to be extremely slow. 42 way. I was a touch late on the brakes there. That sector was a bit better. Still too late on the brakes into turn 1 because I had to wait a little bit to get the power down. But it was better overall. A bit slow in that hairpin though. No, it is valid. Thought that was going to be invalid. Oh, too aggressive on the power there. Up on the delta, but just a bit aggressive. Hello Sparky, how's things? Oh, that was a bit slow. How's the racing been going, Sparky? I saw you were doing a motorbike championship the other day. How did that go? Ah, messed up the final sector that lap. I'm good. Good to hear. Oh man, no Wi-Fi since Friday, that's rough. My router was dying the other day. Died, so couldn't do the race room race, but it came back on. But no Wi-Fi since Friday, that's a bit annoying. I'm good mate, thanks for asking. Just doing a bit of practice for some LFM racing. I'll do some LFM, thinking about 20 minutes, I think the server opens. So just getting a bit of practice in before we go into the server. Oh, this is slow. Let's get some new tires. It's good, had to miss the race on Monday, it's been going well, the championship. Nice. What sim is the motorbikes on? Is it Ride 3 or is it one of the MotoGP games? I'm hoping the Wi-Fi is fixed today. Yeah, hopefully it does. It's an absolute pain when the Wi-Fi is out. Race room's been going alright. I'm teammates with some really quick guys on race room, so their coaching is really helpful. Just doing a touring car championship over at SOP, just to get used to the sim really. Ride 4, nice. I used to have Ride 2 back on Xbox, but I don't have any of the motorbike sims anymore. Right, let's try and actually get a good lap together now, because I completely messed up the last lap. Still got 20 minutes. Yeah, race room's really good to be honest. There's just a few bugs, like when I disconnected you can't join the server again. That's a bit annoying. But yeah, I bought the full pack, but I got it in one of the sales. I think it was like 50% off, so I think I got all the content at the time for like 50 quid, which isn't too bad to be honest. But there's been a few new packs that have been released, so I did have to buy Interlargos yesterday, but it was only like £4.80, so it's not that expensive if you just have to buy one track with that. But buying the full game when it's in sale definitely makes it a lot cheaper. Yeah, I got Ride 4 on PC, but I have it on Xbox. Nice. The graphics in that on Ride 4, 3, 2, 1, they're all really good. Like I said, I think it was Ride 2 I had, and the graphics are just insane. Should be in second there, not third. Yeah, I got 3 months of iRacing as part of a bundle, but I didn't renew the subscription because it was just too expensive for myself. Maybe in a few months if I have more money, but just now it was too expensive. Oh yeah, the Indy 500 would have been nice. iRacing has a lot of big events as well, like the endurance ones. But it's just very, very expensive. To some people it's probably quite cheap, but for me it seemed quite expensive. I'll probably have a look at it again in a few months. But last time I looked it was too expensive. I don't think the membership is actually that bad. It's just the cars and the tracks each being like 10 or 15 quid. Isn't bad if you just do one championship with one car, but if you want to do a few different things it's expensive. Well, I was talking to Luciano because he had it and he said when you start it's really expensive because you have to buy everything, but once you've started it's not that expensive because you already own everything or own a lot. So after say like a year or something you've already got quite a bit of the main tracks, so you just buy the occasional car and track. It's just when you start it's really expensive. Yeah, definitely. As you rank up, more cars and tracks you've got to buy, it's more expensive. But it's a really good sim, like a lot of big events on it and things like that, so who knows, maybe in the future we'll do a bit of iRacing as well. Rensport's coming out soon though, I'd really like to get that. That's looking really interesting. Can't wait for that to come out. Be interesting to see what it does for the esports community and things. Because apparently it's gonna have $500,000 or pounds prize money every year, split between 2 events. So every 6 months there's going to be £250,000 of prize money in an esports tournament, which is a massive prize pool. And it would be interesting to see what kind of leagues and things like that they do as well. And apparently it's going to have modding support as well, just like Assetto Corsa. It's got all the mods and things. So that would also be good. So it could be a very, very good sim for the sim racing community if they get it right. Because they've got quite a lot of attention from everyone, I would say. So if they get it right and get a good reputation right from releasing it, that could be another top simulator. Having a bit of an FPS drop there, but that was maybe just someone joining the server giving me a bit of lag. That was a slow left-hander. Ah, too late on the brakes there. Far too late on the brakes. That chicane was a lot better, but it was like 2/10 up in the first, what, sector and a half, and then just lost it going up the hill. Surprised that wasn't invalid. Oh well, there's quite a bit of pace in the lap. We can get a low 41, that would be good. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting to see what that IndyCar game is like. if it's more simulation like iRacing and stuff, or if it's more like Project Cars 3 and more of a game style. Be interesting to see what they do with that. Hopefully they direct it as more as a simulator and not a game, because that would be really interesting as well. We've got 11 minutes until the server opens, so we can go out again. We will be in split 1, but we're really gonna have to try to get a good lap together in quali, because we don't want to lose any ELO. We need to grind, get some ELO up. So yeah, if we do until like 35 minutes left of this session, that should be perfect. But yeah, there was quite a bit of time in that lap. I messed up a number of times there, and it was still 41.9 on iPod, 31 degrees. So yeah, if we could get like a low 41 in quali, that would probably be alright. Ideally you want a high 40, but if we can at least get a low 41, I'll be happy with that. Oh dear, did not like that curve at all. Right, let's try and get a nice lap together here. Okay, so much better exit out the final corner there, so try start off the lap with a good bit of speed on the straight. There we go. Oh, a bit of a slide there as I tried to put the power down. Gonna lose about a tenth of a second just from that little slide. Oh, another one. Oh, that lap's gone. We'll still keep pushing because it lets us see where there's time in the rest of the lap, but that was a pretty rubbish first sector. That's going to be invalid. Oh yeah, that hopefully it does. The Wi-Fi comes back on. It's so annoying when the router or the Wi-Fi just dies. I assume you'll still have like 4G for your phone and stuff. So you can get Wi-Fi from that. It's a shame because if you have like apparently S1 drilled through a wire, it's not the router. Ah, that makes sense. That is really annoying though, to be without Wi-Fi for that long. But yeah, hopefully they fix it today for you. You can get back to some racing. Oh, I hit that curb wrong. Too much curb. But yeah, that is a bit of a pain. But yeah, if you have unlimited, or if you have a high amount of 4G, like a lot of gigabytes on your phone, you can sometimes connect up your PC to your phone. Oh, that's not good then. Oh, and only 10 gigabytes left. That's not great. So hopefully your Wi-Fi comes back on today if you've only got 10 gigabytes left. But yeah, I don't think you should do any online racing at 10 gigabytes. You might run out before the end of the race. Right, we've got enough fuel for 2 more laps. Again, need to brake earlier for turn 1. I'm pushing too hard on the brakes there and I'm not making the apex at all. Just need to be a bit earlier on the brakes. Probably do this next lap and then we'll go look for the server. But yeah, the first corner, I think I'm just braking a bit too late.
Car on the left.
Sorry, Lexus. Very nearly went into him there. Thanks, Sparky. Take care. Hopefully catch up later. And let me know if you get your Wi-Fi back. Yeah, hopefully it comes back on today. Right, we've got enough fuel for 1 more lap. See if we can actually get a lap together. I think most of it I'm losing in just that first corner. That's where I keep seeming to keep messing up. Just braking a bit too late for this first corner. And that was far too early. Last like 4 laps I braked too late and that one was far too early. Yeah. Let's cook the tyres as well. Yeah, so I need to get a better braking point in the first corner. Oh, look at that. Me and Hampson have got identical first sectors there. But yeah, we've got a lot of time to find in that lap. Hello, Pata. Thank you for joining. How are you doing, mate? Good luck to you. Thank you, you too, mate. Are you in the race we're about to do? Let me just have a look. Yeah, I'm currently in first split, but I have very, very low ELO, hence why we're trying to get our ELO up today. So if anyone else signs up... Oh no, the session is live now, so no one else will be signing up. But I'm just in the first split by like 1 position. because I've got very low ELO right now. Which split will you be in, Pata? Will you be 1 or 2? There's split 1. That's the end of the race. That doesn't make any sense. The server is full. Sure, it said the session was live. It did. It's 2 minutes early though. That's weird. Oh, no worries. I was just wondering what split you'll be in. Because I think we are in split 1, but only by 1 position. If anyone else signed up, it would have put us in split 2, I think, because the ELO is very low just now. Split 1 server should be up. It's saying. But that's the... You need to coach Dave server, and it's not up yet, which is weird. Maybe the website's a bit early, because it's saying on the website that it's open, but right, no worries. I thought you were maybe racing as well. There we go, split 1. I think that's the correct server. Split 1 tag. Yep, that's it. There we go. Just load up the quali setup. Track temp is 42 degrees currently. So that's not great. Yeah, hopefully the tires don't completely cook. From Scotland. I'm from Scotland. On the west coast of Scotland. Which apparently I have an accent. I don't know. But apparently I have quite a Scottish accent. But I don't know. Right, we've got just 45 seconds left. I wonder if the temps will be a bit lower for qualifying, because it's 42 degrees track. It's going to be very hard on the tires. We're also missing like 5 people that haven't joined the session yet. Maybe they can't find the server. I am from Georgia, not USA. Oh, nice. Do you do any sim racing yourself? Oh man, the track is 42 degrees. I wonder how much that's going to affect the lap times. 42 degrees track temp. It's very, very hot. Right, let's just push and see what kind of lap times we can do. But yeah, that is quite hot. Ah, right. Do you think you'll get into it, or do you just like to watch the racing? Oh, that was a bit too much curb there. That's not a good start. Don't rejoin in front of those beamers. Right. So 42 degrees track temp, so we just need to see what we can do in quali. Hopefully it's not this hot for the race, because that could damage the tyres quite badly. Nice. Oh, good to hear, Pata. Sim racing is really good. Especially if some of the official streams as well, with the commentary and everything, it makes it really exciting.
There's a slow car ahead.
I know almost every sim racing streamers. Oh, nice one. What are your favourite streamers to watch, and what simulators do you like to watch as well? Do you prefer iRacing or ACC or Raceroom, F1? What are your favourites to watch? Interested to see how much this track temp affects my grip level. Feels like I've still got plenty of grip. Just will make the lap times a bit slow. In all honesty, it feels like I've got more grip than I did in the practice session from these higher temps, which is interesting. Igor or a ACC, nice one. I'm not sure if I've watched his streams before actually. ACC's got a lot of good racing and a lot of good streamers as well on it. Oh, I invalidated that one. Got a lot of leaks and some big official events as well with, you can get really good commentary on them as well, which is nice. Luckily that wasn't a great lap there that I invalidated, but it's a bit annoying because it didn't clip that curve by much, but that was definitely an invalidation. Wasn't a good lap time either, but it's a bit annoying that I invalidated it there. 41.6 currently pole. Hello Max, thanks for tuning in. How are you doing? Main difference between AC and ACC. Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't have much experience on Assetto Corsa, but I would say for me the big differences are Assetto Corsa's got a lot of mods and things like that that you can download and drive, so it's really good for like the modding community and stuff like that. You can try out pretty much any car you want, and there will most likely be someone that's created the mod for it. Whereas ACC is focused just on GT3, GT4 and a few other cup cars, but its main focus is just GT3 cars. Also with AC you have a wide range of tracks. Oh, that was a big snap oversteer. With AC you have a wide range of tracks in comparison to ACC, where we don't have that many tracks, especially in comparison to even other simulators. Just don't have that many tracks on ACC yet. The rain, I haven't really tried the rain on AC to be honest, so I can't really compare it to ACC. But I'd say it is simulated quite well in ACC. It's got quite good physics for the wet. But I haven't really tried wet conditions in other simulators, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. Also with the ACC, you've got a lot of setups and things like that. You can do a lot to set up the car, so it's interesting. It's got its pros and cons, to be honest, but AC is really good if you like mods and driving like any car you want, whereas ACC is more focused on GT3 and I would say a bit more realistic than AC, in my opinion. And also the base graphics on ACC are a lot better than AC, but if you get graphics mods on AC, then AC can actually look better. It just depends. iRacing is good for playing, but ACC for watching. To be honest, I would agree with you there. Because yeah, you get a very good viewer experience on ACC. For me personally, my best sim for me is ACC. It used to be Project Cars 2, that's what I started with. Then I went to ACC, and so far ACC is my favourite, but I just wish we had some more cars and tracks. Like, I'd love to drive LMP cars and things like that, but obviously this is just really focused on GT3 and GT4. iRacing is really good to drive, really good physics, etc. It's just very expensive. Race Room's alright, it's not my favourite. I do like it to drive, but definitely the graphics and things aren't the best on Race Room. So yeah, I would say ACC is my favourite out of the sims that I've personally tried. A little bit of a slide there. I'm P22 and I'm only 1.2 seconds off the quickest lap. That is a very close grid. Oh, don't invalidate. Had to lift off the throttle there. Lost quite a chunk of time. At least didn't invalidate the lap. That's the main thing. And that chicane was terrible as well. Very, very slow. What's your personal favourite, Max? Oh, you're kidding. I ran out of fuel. How did I run out of fuel? That's the same amount of fuel that I usually use, and it lets you get to the end of that lap. That was weird. Maybe I just used a bit more fuel on my outlap. A bit more fuel on my outlap than I usually would. That's usually enough fuel for the 3 laps, so that's weird. Right, well, we're at least going to get one final lap. But that was a bit annoying. Ran out of fuel there. I love F1, so I love AC more than other sims. Oh yeah, it is really good for F1. You get a lot of mods for all the different cars, modern and classic F1 cars, and you get a lot of tracks on AC as well, like the old F1 tracks. Well, with the mods you can anyway. So yeah. You can also get some really nice graphic mods for AC. So would you say that you prefer AC for F1 than the actual F1 game? Because some people say that they prefer the F1 game. But some people who have some of the good mods and that say that actually Assetto Corsa is better for F1 cars than the official F1 game. What's your personal favourite? Really need to get a lap together now on this next lap, because we're only going to get one lap, so basically need to get it kind of perfect. From my point of view, ACC, iRacing, rFactor 2, Racer. Nice. To be honest, I think I would agree with you for that. ACC, then iRacing, then rFactor 2, then Racer. The rFactor 2, for me, it's not bad, it's just the server reliability, like we saw in 24-hour Sub Le Mans. The server reliability really needs to be improved. Because apart from that, rFactor 2 is quite a good sim. It's just got really poor server reliability. But yeah, that's probably how I would rank the sims as well. Because those are currently your 4 main simulators. Until Rennsport comes out, and we'll see how Rennsport is compared to the others. It'll be very interesting to see. I'm hoping I can get the early beta, I think, or the open beta, whichever one comes out a bit earlier, and do a review for you guys if I can. Diversity of tracks and cars for ACC. For AC are much better. Yeah, definitely. You get a lot more options for the tracks and the cars. Alright, track temp is 42 degrees. Right, I'm going to open my brake ducts by one click. And yeah. Hopefully those tire temps are okay. 42 degrees is very, very hot though. But yeah, not a very good quality there at all. But compared to the 41.6 we were doing in practice server, that wasn't good. But then the practice server was 10 degrees cooler, so it's kind of hard to compare what our pace was, because like these guys who are doing a 41.4 on 42 degrees, they might have been able to do a 140. Well, they would have probably done a 140 if the track temp was the same as the practice server. So but yeah, definitely the times are a lot slower with the higher temps. So we've got a lot to make up in the race, and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can do what we did yesterday and actually make up some positions in the race. But yeah. Yeah, I don't really think there's really any more like esports and stuff like that on the Assetto Corsa. There is the Ferrari series.
30 seconds.
The Ferrari esports series, I think that's still on the Assetto Corsa, and that. But wouldn't be surprised if that goes to ACC soon. But yeah, there isn't really as many leaks and stuff like that on ACE anymore. It's more ACC. For like actually watching, ACC and then iRacing are quite close, and then you've got the other sims. But it just depends on the event.
Going double file.
Right. 25-minute race. Let's try and make up some positions after that rather terrible qualifying session. Sim racing's definitely gonna play a big role in the future, and I think, personally, I think it's gonna start becoming like go-karting. You know, like in real racing you have go-karting, and then you go to either road car or formula cars, etc, etc. But that's kind of your starting point, is a go-karting. I think that possibly in the near future, well, it already has become for a number of drivers, but I think in the near future that sim racing could become a lot like go-karting, and it kind of be the starting point for a real life racing career would be to start in sim racing. I think that would be quite interesting, but there's already a number of drivers that have gone from sim racing to the real racing and done quite well, so
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
sim racing seems to have a bright future. Oh dear.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thank you for the 3 positions.
Car on the left. Clear
Now
on the
the
left.
3 positions in one corner there, right the outside. That BMW took out 2 guys for us there. Gave us 2 free positions. Up to P16, I believe. Good start there though. Nice move around the outside of the BMW, and then a few free positions from everyone just crashing into each other, quite simply.
Car on the left. Clear on the
And free position from the Honda there. He goes a bit wide. Not sure if he was pushed off or he just messed up on the brakes. Very easy to do in that corner, to be honest. Just mess it up on your own. Oh, I messed up there on the exit. This Nissan's gonna have a look. Gonna give him the outside
left.
line.
Right. Clear on the right.
Wonder how good the straight line speed of the Nissan is. Because the Corsa is not good. Oh dear.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, free position there again.
There's a slow car.
I hope so. 3 free positions there though. Up to P13, very nice. This is great for our ELO. We just have to be careful with our safety rating that when we're battling we don't get into any incidents. But our main focus just now is to get this ELO up. Because our safety rating is 6.1. So our safety rating isn't too bad. It's just the ELO is only 1900, so it's really low. Especially when like the top guys, like I think Jardier has nearly 6,000 ELO. So I really need to get the ELO up. But if we can try stay, like you see on the mini-map, the leader's pulled away, but from basically this Honda in front of us to P2 or P3 are all bunched up. So if we can try stick with this train of cars, then as they start battling we can hopefully catch up, and if they get into any incidents then maybe we can benefit from it as well. but just got to make sure that this Honda doesn't get too close to me, because if I start defending, I'll lose from the train in front. Look at that. How much time the Honda gains on the straight there. What was that BMW doing? Was that BMW? Nissan? I don't even think he braked for that first corner, to be honest. Oh! To people off, this is what I was saying about the incidents. Look at the minimap, and right in front of us how bunched up everyone is. This is great for us keeping up, and getting a few free positions as well when everyone takes each other out. How often am I streaming? To be honest, it just depends on the week. If I don't have a lot of work, then I can stream during the day, maybe 2 to 3 times during the week. Whereas if I've got a lot of work, then sometimes I don't get a chance to stream much during the week, and it's just for the races. So I have a Monday night race on Race Room, and then a Friday night race on ACC, and then occasionally on the weekend we have endurance races as well. But yeah, I try and stream at least a couple times during the week if I can, but sometimes I just get really busy with work and things.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I have no straight line speed. Oh, Moscow, nice.
Gaining on the car, heading sector 2. Well done, mate. Personal best.
Honda don't change lines in the braking.
Car on the left.
Can we go round the outside of the Honda?
Clear
Yes,
on the
we
left.
can. Very nice there. Able to stick with him on the straight. Get a nice move round the outside there.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Really starting to make our way through the field, which is fantastic for our ELO. Because as you see, we've got number 25, so we have the 25th lowest license in the server, and we're currently P11, so it's really good for ELO. To be honest, we've only actually done like 2 or 3 overtakes. We've just gained a lot from everyone taking each other out, basically. So many incidents, and we're just benefiting from them. My big worry just now is I've got this Honda behind me that I overtook into turn 1, but the Honda has significantly better straight line speed, and I'm kind of concerned he might try re-overtake me. Oh, we've got a gap to the Honda now. That's good. Try follow this BMW as they start to battle in front. Gives us, this gap will give us a little bit of breathing room on the straight. Look at the lap times though, we're only on for 43 right now, really.
Personal best.
Really slow. A race pace, yet we're sticking with some of the guys in front. But I think it's just because we and everyone else are all battling, so the lap times are just really slow at the moment. Not nice, feels like I want to be a Brit or French rather than Russian. Ah, right. Don't worry though. Don't judge people from where they're from. It's always about the person, not where you're from, so don't worry at all. Got a bit of pace now, the lap times are starting to drop into the 42s, but we are losing quite a bit to that. bundle of cars in front of me. Oh, BMW's just taken out both of them.
Car on the left.
It's going to be one, maybe two free positions there.
Clear on the left.
Oh, I've taken the Honda with me. He's going to get my toe now into the first corner. Did not want to do that. Oh, that's annoying. I'm drunk as hell, man. Oh dear. That's not good. Have a nice coffee or something
Clear on the right.
to help you. Oh, that BMW's gotten through. Oh, that Honda's lost a lot of positions in turn 1 and 2. Aha. We're at least up to P10 now, though. From, was it P19 or P20 we started? Might even be lower than that, I'm not sure. He's made up some positions. What is your favourite alcoholic beverage, Max? Is it beer or vodka or whiskey or gin? You can send your That was a much better exit there. Right, now into 42s. That BMW is slipstreaming me.
Fastest lap so far.
Beer. Nice. Oh, this BMW is going to send it here, surely.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Oh, there we go, able to hold on to the position there. I thought he was going to get us. That was a very, very close call. Very nearly got past us there, but just the Porsche's just got really good acceleration out of that hairpin. And really nice rotation there, so able to hold on round the outside. Lots of beer, 28 years. Beer's nice. I'm not old enough to drink though, but I've heard it's nice. My setup, my PC or the sim rig? By the way, what's your name, streamer? Cody Cosford. My sim rig. So I'm running oh, here comes the BMW. Let's defend the inside line. Give me 1 minute. Oh, he pushed me off. Come on, mate.
Clear on the right.
Really? That was... yeah.
Car on the left.
Ah, P10 to P18. Pushed me straight on the grass and lost the car. Yeah, my rig is a GT Omega Titan, is the rig. GT Omega RS9 seat, but the older version. I think they released a new version. And then I've got the Heikensfield Sprint 2 pedal set. And then I have a Moza R9 wheelbase with a GS wheel. And then I have a AOC, I think it's a 31.5 or a 32-inch gaming monitor, and then that's on the GT Omega triple monitor stand, but I only have one monitor at the moment. Then I've got a no, that's actually it for the actual sim rig. I don't have a gear stick or a handbrake or that. How much it costs? For the rig, I think it's about 440 when I bought it. Just depends if you get it in the sale or not. The pedals were about 560. Oh dear, that was too late on the brakes, Cody. Far too late. Oh, come on, guys, really?
Clear on the right.
What was that? Come on. He didn't even brake. That was completely avoidable. Honestly. Twice there on that corner now. 2 laps in a row I've been taken out. From P10 to P17. Yeah. As I was saying, the Eikensfield pedals were 560. The Moza base was 400. And then the Moza wheel was 450. And then the monitor, I got it in the sale for 220. And then the monitor stand was £280, I think. So yeah. So my entire setup, including my PC, all my accessories, gloves, boots, etc., is probably just under £5,000. But I just bought it very slowly. I bought it piece by piece, basically, over the course of 2 years or so. Pounds, yeah. Also, depending where you get it delivered, it might be cheaper, because here in the UK we have to pay an import tax. So for like the pedals, I had to pay an extra 20% to import them into the country. So depending from where you're from, you might get it slightly cheaper than what I had to pay for. It just depends. I'm a bit gutted, to be honest, just now that we've went from. We started so far back, got up to P10, and then we've been taken out down to P16. That's really annoying with that BMW pushing me off. And then that McLaren, I don't know what the McLaren was doing, he just went straight into the back of me. So I'll have to have a look at the replay. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. I mean, we still made up positions from where we started. But it's just annoying to get pushed off like that by the BMW onto the grass. I mean, going into turn 2, we were very close. But yeah, they just pushed me on the grass, and then the second lap, I have no idea what the McLaren was doing. He was just full throttle straight into the back of me. So yeah. Alright, no worries. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Hope you enjoyed, and take care. Hopefully catch you again another time. Oh, that was a bit late on the brakes. Still got 7 minutes to go of the race. Just got to struggle on till the end. Hopefully we can hold on to this P16, but we've got nearly 8 seconds of damage with a Honda behind me, and are you kidding? I've just realised that the McLaren that took me out He's a backmarker. He wasn't even fighting for position. He had no reason to be that aggressive. That is so annoying. He's got the fastest lap of the race as well, yet he's a lap down.
Clear on the left. Slow car ahead.
Yeah, we'll definitely report that because that was not a very good manoeuvre by the McLaren. Right, now this is going to be interesting because the Honda's surely going to, with this much aero damage, the Honda's surely going to get me on the straight. Oh.
Car on the right.
He got me on the straight.
Clear on the right.
Porsche brakes. Definitely a lot better than the Honda's. Able to hold on. Upshift earlier. Yeah, I do need to shift up a bit earlier for the grip. But I think for the straights, if you rev it out a bit, it helps the straight line speed. So I've just got to rev it out a bit on the straights. But yeah, definitely on corner exit, you've got to be careful that you don't have it in too low a gear. I noticed the Porsche seems to struggle more in the lower gears than other cars, just with the torque. Like a lot of corners that you would maybe do in first gear in like the BMW, if you do it in first gear in the Porsche, it just wants to nearly spin. You know well, Imola, but some places it's questions, yeah. Definitely. But some spots, yeah, definitely need to work on a few places. We'll do a bit more practice before the next race as well. Go back into the practice server. Right, hopefully that Honda now has to defend from the Ferrari. And we can try pull away. Oh, I think he's got a bit better straight line speed this lap. He might get past me before we even get to turn 1. Come on, Porsche. Give me everything.
Car on the right.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, a little bit of contact. Able to hold on though. Oh, that's going to affect our safety rating. Well, with 3 collisions, I definitely think our safety rating is going to go down after this race. Yeah, F1's really good to learn the circuits and practice. Also shows how much speed you can take in some corners as well, the F1 cars, because of the downforce. And I'd say it also teaches you to use the full potential of the car, because you can take so much speed into the corners with F1 cars. Right, on to, I think we're coming on to the penultimate lap, so that's good. See if he can defend from this Honda at all. That last lap he nearly got us, but he missed his braking point slightly. That's the only reason he stayed ahead there. And right, let's see what kind of gap we have to him now. Can we stay ahead again? He's going to get alongside us.
Losing to the car ahead is into 1. Car on the right.
Come on.
Clear on the right.
Backs out of it. Oh, did he get spun off by the Ferrari? That gives us a bit of breathing room. I think he may have lost it. PLX 270 kilometers an hour entry. Yeah, it's insane the speed. I saw, I think it was the Lewis Hamilton 2020 pole lap in Spa, and you know, going into Poulon, it was like full throttle through Poulon. But you can't do that in a GT3 car at all. Like, if you did that in a GT3 car, you'd be straight off into a wall. But yeah, because you can take so much speed in an F1 car, it does teach you to try and keep your speed up around the apexes and things. But each class of car teaches you different things, to be honest. But yeah. Oh, someone's in the pit lane. Going on to the final lap. Did he run out of fuel, maybe? That's weird.
Slow car ahead.
Must have ran out of fuel or something. And we have the highest rated driver right in front of us. Was that the one that went into the pit lane? I'm not sure. Not full throttle. Oh, right. It's maybe a different corner. But yeah, the amount of speed that you can take in the F1 cars is incredible, especially through the corners. An interesting stat, not full throttle without a braking. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. He brakes on the entry, but it was full throttle through the rest, I think. That might have been what it was. Not full throttle around the whole corner. But the, I think it was, I can't remember who it was, if it was maybe Boosted Media or James Baldwin. I'm not sure, but someone compared the F1 and the GT3 at Spa, and the speed difference through the corners is insane. Like, they just carry so much more speed through the corners. Another, yeah, that's the other thing. It depends what aerodynamics they run, isn't it? Another stat I saw the other day was the MotoGP bikes compared to F1 cars. And I could be wrong, but I think the top speed of the MotoGP bikes was only a couple kilometers difference to the F1 cars, which was insane, because a motorbike, you've got no protection if you come off. You're not sat in the motorbike like you would be in a car. If you come off, you just go flying. You've got your helmet and your leathers and things like that, but the amount of speed that they do on the MotoGP bikes is just incredible. 13 minutes to the next server. Jackie Villeneuve. Oh yeah. Let's have a look at the replay before we jump into the practice server. Yeah, motorbikes, they do look really good. Now, I want to find out this McLaren. I mean, was he hacking? Because he did a 140.2. He did the fastest lap of the race. Yet he started in P23. It seems weird that he all of a sudden gets all this lap time. It just seems weird that he all of a sudden does fastest lap of the race. It seems a bit suspicious. Because I have seen some hackers on ACC. Right, what lap was it? Now this was the one where the BMW pushed me off, wasn't it? Right, so here, right, I push him. Here I should have left him more room, to be perfectly honest. I braked a bit too late to be on the inside line. I should have maybe held my brakes a little bit more, because I definitely don't leave him quite enough room on the inside. So this bit of almost contact here, that's on me, because I pushed him too much. And I'm not sure if he pushes me off because of the line he had to take on the inside there, if that caused him then to go wide here, or if that was just retaliation. But then on the exit, he doesn't leave me any space either, which, considering the amount of space I left him there, fair is fair. It's just annoying because I end up on the grass and then down to like P18. And then this lap, this is what happened with the McLaren, and I want to see a replay of this. Because what happened here, I'm a little bit late on the brakes. Let's see what the McLaren does there. Because to me it kind of seemed a bit careless. But let's look at the replay anyway. So his braking point seems reasonable. Yeah, I'd say that's on him there. It's obvious that I'm going slower on the exit here and he just goes full throttle. All he needed to do was lift off a bit and he would have got past me. But the fact he was a lap down, I think that was a bit silly there by him. But I don't understand how he was so quick. How he went and set fastest lap of the race. We went up 8 ELO. 8. We went from 1900 to 1908. Oh well. We've got 8 minutes until the server opens, so we can jump in and do like one run. Did I watch 24 Hours of Le Mans this year? Yes, I did watch. I didn't watch all of it, but I did watch a decent amount of it. What did you think of 24 Hours of Le Mans? Do you mean the... Oh yeah, the virtual. I was about to say, did you mean the virtual or the real one? Yeah, I watched most of the virtual 24 hour of Le Mans. Again, like I was saying earlier, the servers on R Factor 2 kind of ruined that, unfortunately. Especially ones like Max Verstappen and that having server issues. But yeah, there was some quite good racing in that. I thought it was really good to watch. It's just, again, the server reliability was not good this year. But if I remember correctly, last year they also had server problems. If I remember correctly. But it's just one of those things, I guess. But it will be interesting if, like, Ren Sport have LMP cars and it's going to be esport focused. Could potentially Ren Sport start doing 24 hours of Le Mans or iRacing? Because I know R Factor 2 bought the rights for 24 hour Le Mans, but after this year they're going to struggle to be able to put it on again, or certainly get the teams to drive for it. What do you think of Verstappen's history? What he was saying about deleting the game, or one of his interviews?
Yellow flag, be careful.
How much time do we have? We've got like 5 minutes. Do like 2 laps practice. Too late on the brakes there. Oh yeah, how he was setting up a simulator in his plane. I think that's kind of awesome, but at the same time, are you really gonna use it? I mean you will use it, but I mean, like, a private jet. How long are you gonna actually be in your private jet to actually do any sim racing? I would just have, like, if you had multiple places where you stayed, just buy multiple sim rigs that are all the same, so that there isn't any difference when you change between them. But I do think it is quite cool. I just don't know how practical it is. Yeah, well, that, if he's flying a lot, then it would be worth it. If he's not actually spending much time at home where he's got a simulator and he's flying a lot, then it would be worth it. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Oh, that was a bit of a late shift. Got enough time for another lap, definitely. Oh, that was slow, 42.3. Oh, far too late. Far too late on the brakes. I think for quali we'll put in an extra litre of fuel so we don't run out like we did last time. We just got a couple minutes until the server actually opens. What's the max fuel tank? Just messaging my teammate there, guys, sorry. Right. Let's check the server if it's open yet. Do 60 seconds. What split are we in? We are in split 1, again the second lowest license. So we really need to make up some positions. Just having a look now to see some of the lap times. Right. That should be the server open now. Split 1 Porsche. Let's have a look for that. And hopefully we don't get taken out in the race this time, because that was a bit annoying. But it's just one of those things. Split 1. No, that's the wrong series. Coach Dave Sprint Series. Just double check again that we're definitely in the right one. Split 1, GT3, split 1, there we go. Right. Load up the quali setup. Track temp 32 degrees, so this is more like what was in the practice server, but it'll depend if it goes up for qualifying. So as I said, lap times will be a bit faster with the lower temp. And there we go.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Right. 12 minute qualifying session. See if we can get a good lap together. And not bin qualifying like we did last time. But as I say, we've got the second lowest license, so theoretically we can try and get our ELO up this race, as long as we don't completely mess up. If we get decent quali and then make up some positions in the race like we did last time, our ELO should jump up quite a bit, because we've got such a low ELO on this server, that theoretically we can get it up quite a bit. But yeah, ideally we need to get some really good results in LFM and really get our safety rating up. Our ELO up, sorry. Although now this week I'm not sure if we're really going to get much more done ELO wise, because we've got the RCI Endurance Championship next month, so I need to start doing pre-quali for that. And also we've got the race on Friday in the Porsche Cup at Zandvoort. Sorry, in the Porsche GT3, not the Porsche Cup. So I need to start doing a bit of practice for that as well. So I'm not sure if we're going to get many more LFM races done this week. But just over the next few months or so, just try and get the ELO up as much as we can. So I'd quite like to do the LFM Pro Series, but our ELO is far too low. We've got enough safety rating. Sorry, we don't have enough safety rating actually at 6.5. We've got 6.2. We nearly have enough safety rating. Probably a couple more races and we'll have the safety rating for it. But the ELO would put us in like the Pro Series, but like split 4 or 3. So we really need to really work on the LFM to get the ELO up. Because we could still do the Pro Series if we've got time. That it's just with such low ELO, you know you're not going to get in the top split. So it's one of those things. You do get quite a high ELO multiplier for the Pro Series though, so it might be worth it. Alright, 8 minutes to go. That was not a great lap to begin with, but at least it's valid. Oh dear. Wrong button. 42.5, so very slow. There we go, a little bit of time in first sector. The first 2 corners I could have pushed a little bit harder. Oh, that's gonna have to lift off there. Gonna lose like a tenth there. Just a bit too much speed into there. Up the hill a lot better there, gained a bit of time. Just a bit smoother on the throttle that lap. Oh, the rear is very slidey there. 7 tenths up. Oh, that was a rubbish exit. Just saw the delta slowly drop as we got onto the straight. That was a bit annoying. I completely messed up. 1.2 off. Quickest lap currently. Ah. That was pushed too hard into the first 2 corners and then just lost it. 1:40.7 quickest lap currently. Very nice lap. or 2.5 tenths, sorry, off the quickest Honda right now. Quickest Corsa right now. But yeah, we are 1.3 off the quickest lap now, so we need to push a bit, try to get a good lap together.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
See what we can do. 4 minutes to go as well. And the qualifying grid is very close just now. So even if we improve just by 2 tenths, that's like 3 positions.
Car on the left.
Just let this Honda
Clear on the
guy
left.
go by. We're not really pushing hard on our outlap. But yeah, if I improve by 5 tenths, that would put me P7. So very close grid just now. Oh, Porsche died there.
Yellow flag ahead. Good job.
So we know we've got a little bit of time in that final left-hander of sector 2, because I had to lift off. We've got a little bit of time in the first 2 corners, and then we've also got a bit of time in the final corner as well. Maybe I'll touch of time in the chicane if we could get it right. And we've got enough time for 2 flying laps, so we can do the next one. Tyres aren't quite up to pressure, but we can still push anyway. And then the one after we can really push, try to get a good lap together. Maybe try to get a bit of slipstream off this Honda. Don't think we're close enough for slipstream, unfortunately, actually. But yeah, like right now, if I improve by 2.5 tenths, that would put me from P17 to P14. So quite a close grid. Right, let's try to get some good laps together here. About half a tenth up. Oh, I touched the gravel, still up on the delta, but lost nearly a tenth of a second just by touching the gravel there. That's annoying. Try to recover it in the rest of the lap. That was a bit slow. Had a bit of a slide mid-corner. Oh, 2.5 tenths up. Oh well. At least we know we've got quite a bit of lap time. It's still in the lap, we just have to really push on the final lap now to actually get this valid. I'd say if we get it together, especially with that tenth of a second in that front touching the gravel that we lost. I mean, right now we're
Yellow flag in sector 1.
4 tenths up, plus that
Yellow
tenth
flag ahead. Good job.
could potentially improve by like 5 tenths if we get the lap really nice. But we've only got 1 to go now, so just gotta make sure we don't make any mistakes. And if we get it really good, might be able to improve by 5 tenths. Too late on the brakes into turn 1. Still up on the delta though, but that was too late into the brakes. Oh, ha, ha.
Please try to stay on.
Same corner again. Oh well, at least we know we had like 5 tenths in that lap, which would have put us oh, that's annoying. That would have put us like P11. Like 9 positions higher than where we qualified, but just one of those things. At least we know we had the pace in the lap. Just a bit annoying that I invalidated that last one, because that would have been an alright lap. Switches to tire pressures. But yeah, it would have been an alright lap, it's just that I invalidated it going up the hill. Wasn't even a massive, I didn't go massively wide, it just enough to clip the track limit curb. Because if you clip that, there's a point where you clip the curbing that triggers the track limit invalidation. Same in the race. If you clip a certain part of it, it gives you a track limit warning almost instantly. But yeah, just one of those things. We'll see what we can do in the race. Hopefully we can make up some positions again like we did in the last one, because that was definitely had a lot more in the quali lap, but oh well. Shows you how close LFM is, though. 1.3 off and we're P21. But yeah, if we've got half a second in the lap, we know we can make up some positions. Just need to watch our safety rating that we don't get into any collisions, and try and make up as many positions as we can to get the ELO up. The other thing is as well, is if we're trying to build up our ELO, is it does say that the 25-minute races don't help your ELO as much as your like 45-minute races. So it might be worth doing the. Why is that not working? It might be worth actually next week, for example, doing the Sim Race Shop GT3 series. That might actually be worth it, just because the ELO is a lot higher. I think the ELO multiplier is... The ELO multiplier in the 45-minute races is 1.7. And the ELO multiplier in these races we're doing is 0.8. So we're basically getting double the ELO in the 45-minute races. The only thing with 45-minute races is there's one every 2 hours, so you have a bit of a gap in between each one. So I know some people will do like the 25-minute race, and then they will do the one of the 45-minute races. So might be worth doing that, to be honest, because we really need more ELO, and that might be the best way to get ELO. Right, let's try and make up some positions now, and we've got a lot of BMWs in front of us, it looks like. Oh wow, we've got 6 BMWs in front of us. Very popular choice. 6 BMWs. So yeah, if we can just try to get through the start like we did last race, and hopefully we don't get taken out this time, make up some positions. and then we'll probably close up the stream after this race. Just I've actually got driving lesson after lunch, so I need to get ready in that for the driving lesson, so I'm afraid this will be the last one for today. Might stream tonight a bit of sim zone practice, because I need to do some practice for Zandvoort. So I might do a stream later tonight if I get a chance, and we could do some Zandvoort practice in the Porsche. As you guys may know that watch some of the YouTube videos, we did a McLaren hot lap at Zandvoort, and we were only about, we weren't that far off Jordan Sherritt. I think we were like 9/10 or something. So it'd be interesting to see what the Porsche is like, because the Porsche is quicker than the McLaren at Zandvoort. So I'm interested to see what it'll be like driving the Porsche.
Green light, give it all you can.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bad start.
Car on the right.
Survived the first corner at least.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, come on! Really? I am so unlucky. I was like, oh wow, what a start. So clean, and then there's a car facing the wrong way in the middle of the track. And I go straight into the wall. Honestly. 10 seconds to the next bunch of cars. How much damage? 10 seconds. Pain. Pain. I was like, everyone's going very slow, all being very clean, this is great. And I was just about to say that this is a very clean start, and then out of nowhere there's just a car facing the wrong way. Oh well, what can you do? Got some aero, quite a bit of aero damage, but if we can push and try and catch up, if everyone's still battling, then hopefully we can try catch up a bit. It's just a very large gap that we're going to have to close up. But yeah, everyone's still quite bunched up, so just unlucky there. I'm not sure if the BMW binned it on his own or if he got tagged, but he couldn't do anything to avoid it. He just sat in the middle, and I couldn't see he was there because there was the other BMW in front. So I was just following him, and then all of a sudden he avoided it, but then I had no chance to avoid it. So, but yeah, we've already got some incidents happening, so hopefully we can just slowly catch back up to these guys. That BMW's already starting to get close to that bunch of cars up in front, so we can just slowly start catching them. Not sure how much the aero damage is going to affect me, but we can at least gain a few positions. I mean, we've knocked off 3 seconds from that Audi that's at the back of that queue, because we are in perfectly clean air. So even though we're a bit slower with aero damage, we've got clean air, whereas most of the cars up in front anyway are all battling, so they're just losing time. Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see if we can actually catch up before the end or not. There's another crash there. Two free positions. So actually the bad qualifying might help, because our ELO might not go so low.
Well done, mate. That's the best.
But I think we could lose a bit of ELO. But that lap there, that was a second slower than, or actually maybe over a second slower than what we were last race. And last race we were in hotter temps, so the pace is not very good at the moment. Oh, that could be a track limit warning there. Yep.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Thought so. If you go wide there and stay on throttle, it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to get a track limit warning, unfortunately. The pace. I think we're going to struggle to catch up, guys. So annoying. So annoying. Nothing we could really do on that first lap. Maybe could have handled going on the gravel a bit better. Maybe could have turned to the right a bit more and kept it out of the wall, but yeah, just a bit annoying. I think we're going to struggle to catch the guys up in front.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Definitely got a bit more pace. I'm not sure what our pace would have been without the aero damage though. If it would have been better or worse. But yeah, we are really struggling for actual race pace now. Yeah, down to 6.2 off the BMW. We started at like 4 seconds off them. Oh well. Last race was good. Apart from getting taken out, the amount of positions we made up was good. Guess now we just have to hope we get some free positions, but we're not going to catch them up on pace. Certainly not with this damage. I think without the damage it wouldn't be too bad, but it's still like a 10-second gap. We would have struggled even without the damage to actually make up any positions, but just one of those things, you can't really do anything about it. We just have to hope we get some free positions. There's one. That was the most scary rejoin I have seen all race. Did he not see me coming? That put me straight on the grass there. I thought he had seen me there, but obviously hadn't. Or just thought he would be able to get back on track without blocking me. Maybe just misjudged the speed difference. Still got 16 minutes to go. And yeah, 8.1 seconds now. Oh man. That's not great at all. Really need to see the replay of what happened though with that BMW. like what actually happened to him, because I know what happened. That we couldn't have really done much to avoid it, I don't think. But I would like to see what happened with the BMW, if he got spun round or if he lost it on the curb and then someone tagged him, I don't know. But with the also the BMWs being so big, when you're following that closely behind them, you can't see anything in front. So I just could not avoid it in time. 14 minutes to go, still 8.7 off the guys in front, 43.1. You bin it on your own, it's annoying, but it's your own fault sort of thing, whereas when you get stuff like that, that BMW couldn't have done anything and we couldn't really have done anything. It's just unlucky. I think the only thing I could have really done is maybe if I turned to the right when I went to the gravel. When I went on the gravel, if I'd immediately turned to the right, I might have been able to save it out the wall, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I was maybe carrying a bit too much speed. But having to reverse, put it back into reverse, and then also stalling the car, that was also costing me a lot of time. If I just went onto the gravel and then came back on, I would have lost, I don't know, maybe like 4 seconds or something. And because I was P16, I might have just rejoined. Sorry, was it P16? Was it P20? I might have been able to just rejoin in, say, P24, P25, and would have at least still been in the pack and would have avoided the damage, so the pace would have been fine. But yeah, it's just unlucky. Around 9 seconds now from that P20 BMW halfway through the race. Oh, messed up there. That's going to be track limit warning, I think. Nope, didn't actually gain any time, so it didn't give me one. But that was very, very wide. Just lost it on the entry curve. I think it was maybe that a little bit of throttle input I put just before the tyres had grip. We've got, what's the gap after that? 9.4 now. Yeah, that's because of the mistake I made in the chicane. I also think I'll be losing a significant amount of time on the straights, because they'll all be in slipstream and I'll be losing a bit with the aero damage. But in the corners they'll be losing time because they're braking early and trying to battle. Whereas theoretically I should gain time on the corners. The aero damage doesn't affect how the car feels that much, it's just that corner there that we just went through, you can feel it's a bit understeery, but the rest, you get most of the rotation in the braking for most of the other corners, so the understeer doesn't actually affect you that much at all. You don't really notice it. It obviously affects the car a bit, but you don't really notice it until you get to that fast left. But yeah, it's definitely slowing the pace down because the pace is a lot worse. And we're in clean air as well, we don't have any traffic. Got 9 minutes to go. Wrong line into turn 3 there. Safety rating could potentially go up, but the ELO will probably go down after this, which is a bit annoying, considering it only went up by 8 in the last race. I would expect it to go down. Eight minutes left of the race now. But yeah, just losing time every lap now to the guys up in front. What kind of pace are they doing? Yeah, 42 5s, 42 4s.
Well done, mate. That's the fastest now.
Gained a bit of time there from not going so wide. Didn't quite get a good exit out there though. That line through the hairpin I think was maybe apexed a bit too early because it didn't get the power down soon enough. Yeah, losing quite a bit of time to the guys now up in front of us. There goes the rear. Too much curb. Don't think I'll get track limit warning for that, but definitely far too much curb. Interestingly, Aston and P4's got fastest lap of the race, but the leader's got like a 4-second gap. Maybe just really consistent, but just didn't get the fastest lap yet. Sometimes you see that the leader doesn't have the fastest lap, but he's just so much more consistent than whoever does have the fastest lap. Five minutes to go. Still 12.4 seconds now to the guys up in front. Pace is getting a little bit better. Third gear feels like it's got better rotation in third gear there, but I'm not convinced it's actually any faster because it didn't seem to gain anything on the delta. Not too much curving again there. I'm mildly concerned about fuel consumption right now. I think we've got enough. Actually, 4 laps, yeah, we've got plenty. Got 2 laps now to go. A bit deep there. Oh, P19 has a drive-through. Not sure if we're close enough to actually benefit from that or not. But oh well. Sorry guys, that's been a bit of a boring race. Not as exciting as it was last race, but hopefully over the next few weeks we'll be doing a bit more LFM. See what we can do, try get our ELO up a bit and our safety rating up a bit. If I could get, like, ideally I would like my ELO to be like 2500 at least, and it's only 1900 just now, so I really need to work on getting some pace in these LFM races, maybe doing some of the longer races like we said as well to get the ELO up. But yeah. Right, so the leader is going to be starting the final lap. So we might have to do, in fact, an extra lap. This might be the final lap for us, or we might have to do an extra one, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we'll actually have to do 2, I think. I'm not sure. I think we'll maybe get a free position off that Corsa with the drive-through though. Just might get P20. Yeah, definitely in third you seem to get more rotation.
Right, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give me the final push.
But I think with fourth, you get a bit more stable and maybe able to take a bit more speed, but you need to have a look and see what's actually quicker. Right, leader's on the final lap now, so yeah, we've got to do an extra one. Which is a bit annoying. That Porsche's coming into the pit lane now for his drive-through. I'd be surprised if we don't get a free position from it. Pit lane's fairly short compared to other tracks, but it is still a pit lane. We were cutting it close for fuel though. We're only going to finish with like 1 lap extra. But this is our final lap, so don't have to worry too much. So, do have a bit of lap time still, despite the damage in the tyre wear. Would have been interesting to see what we could have actually done without the damage and that first corner. If we had stayed with the field, if we would have been able to get through like we did last race, or if we would have just ended up in a different instant. It did seem to be cleaner this race though, I would say. There was a lot less... Last race there was a lot of yellow flags throughout the whole race, whereas this one seemed to be a lot cleaner. Right. There we go. And that's the end. Let's check our ELO and safety rating. I would be very surprised if they've gone up anyway.
Good job, you did the best you could. I'll bring the car back.
Let's have a look and see what happened in that replay. Replay of lap 1. And as you can see, if we had a spotter, right? If I had a spotter, I think we would have been alright. Because from this view you can see it happening, I'd say. Let's have a look. Yeah, from here you can see it very, very early. So from this point here you could see, okay, stay on the left, stay on the left. Oh, that's what happened. See, I did wonder why he jumped a bit to here, and it looks like this BMW here, if we slow it down a bit, right, it looks like this pink BMW goes to avoid it, brakes. Yeah, it's just unlucky. No one could avoid it, that's the problem. Because we've got this pink BMW. Oh, wrong way. Right. And he sees the crash. He sees it quite early, so he slams on the brakes here. But this yellow BMW, it would appear, because he's seen it. But if we look at the interior of the yellow BMW, although you can see it, but maybe he just didn't, maybe he was too focused on here, didn't recognise it, and this BMW brakes to avoid it. This one goes into the back of him, and then that hits the pink BMW into this one, which bounces him even further in front of us. And it spun off the pink BMW, which spun off someone else as well. But if we look at us here, if you look from the interior view, I had no idea it happened until it was too late. See, I can see. So I slam on the brakes, go to the left, but he's already been bumped out wide. And I just can't avoid it. Oh, I do turn to the right. I was going to say maybe I could have turned to the right more to save it, but I'm full lock right and on the brakes. There wasn't really anything I could do, because if we put it in normal, you can see how little time I had to react. There just wasn't any time to avoid that. It's just unlucky that we went into the wall stalled, reversed, and went down to last place. But just one of those things. Just a bit unlucky. I do want to have a look though and see why he spun round, if he got taken out, or what actually happened to him, because he was right near the front here as well, into the first corner. Did he bin it, or did he get sandwiched? What actually happened to him? Oh, right, so this BMW behind us, this guy's basically caused that entire first collision. Yeah, he could have avoided that. I think he could have held the brakes. Yes, that BMW was a little bit slow, but it's the first corner. You've got to expect that. He's come off the brakes, he's clipped him, and that's what spun him. But at the same time, this BMW's also done the right thing, because he's held his brakes, but that's all he could do. He's got cars here, he's got cars here. So he's just got to hold his brakes and hope that someone can avoid him, but as you see, there's just no chance. Oh well. Just one of those things. Let's double check the LFM website. And later on this evening I'll maybe make a report for that McLaren that just destroyed us in the last race. But let me check LFM now and see for how much our ratings changed. I would expect it to have gone down after that, but man, see, this is what frustrates me with ELO, right? So the last race, we had the 25th lowest license. We finished P16, and our ELO went up 8. This race, we had the 26th lowest license. We finished P20, and our ELO went down by 17. So basically, I've done 2 races to try and get the ELO up, and instead I am worse off by 9 ELO than what we started with. But it's just one of those things that we just need to really, next time, I think, maybe next time what we'll start doing is we'll start doing the sim race series, and we'll also start practicing a lot more for the quali so we can actually be a bit more consistent. But our safety rating did go up by 0.2, so our safety rating is 0.08 under what we need for the Pro Series, but the ELO is far too low. So yeah, we really need to work on getting that ELO up. But yeah, just one of those things. Right. So I think we'll finish up there for today, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.